This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Guys, this is a time episode of the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Jazz Freakin Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis.
And I think I am Nubby, the Amazing Turtle.
I'm Ron Burgundy. I am Apex.
You know, for a show like this, you guys could have done your extended intros and we'd be okay.
This was your moment, and we just dropped it.
Yeah.
My technology is not working today, so it doesn't deserve a long intro.
I was telling Doomsday 145 over here that today, for some reason, it's been wild for everybody. Like nothing seemed right today.
Nope. Wife called me up telling him had a weird day. My Mondays are usually super busy. Saw one customer today.
Yep. I was packed up and getting ready to walk out the door at work. And then I got caught up and I was stuck there for another hour. And I'm just like, nothing made sense today. So hopefully everyone else had a better Monday. Or whenever you
planets in alignment or something tonight in some weird way that I don't know about or something.
I don't know. I mean, taxes in Illinois are jacking up tomorrow. Maybe that's what it is. The calm before the storm.
God, I hate it here.
About 30 cars were stranded on the highway because of a pothole.
So there we go. Another thing. Like something's happening today. I don't know. Something's
June 30th. June 30th. Something's up.
Hey, TikTok said it. So
yeah. Well, lucky for those of you who are out there like, God, I just want this day to end. Well, this podcast isn't going to be that long either. So, no match cards. None of the shows that we talk about have shows this weekend. It is obviously 4th of July weekend. To all you out there, enjoy America's birthday. Celebrating 249. Is that what it is? Is that how that works?
I can't do math.
249?
Pretty close.
maybe, possibly.
249? Yeah. So enjoy the 249th birthday of America.
Horrible Americans.
Yeah.
Horrible
God save the Queen. Just kidding. She's dead. So we're going to talk about the results of this past weekend on two of the shows that we talked about because Apex was able to obtain AAW. And Nubby, who do you got results for?
IWA Productions.
IWA Productions. So perfect for the rest of them. Freelance Wrestling, Ultimate Combat Gauntlet, NWA Chicago, Zero1, and Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment. Where's your shit? Where's the information?
You post it, we talk about it. That's the idea.
I think somebody out there liked it. I don't remember which one. As far as those though, do they have their next show advertised?
No, I didn't see anything for any of the 0-1 or Hybrid.
Let's take a look here.
They thanked some people. Hybrid thanked people and said they wanted photos. So if anyone was at the Hybrid show this weekend, post your photos with them.
Well, let's start here. So Freelance Wrestling, Salute Your Tights, July 24th at the Emporium Logan Square. That looks like that's their next show. Let's see here. Let's go to Ultimate Combat Gauntlet. What's up?
Benny the Bull was a special referee at that show.
Who's Benny the Bull?
the Chicago Bulls mascot, Benny the Bull?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, that's pretty
Travis,
cool.
you didn't know that's his name.
Do I look
Never
like a
knew.
basketball fan?
That's what I'm saying. If you didn't know, that's his name.
No. No. All I heard is that the Bulls traded away somebody good for somebody good, and that's the highlight of their life.
Not exactly. It was more of a traded away a pretty decent player that came back from history that we had more draft capital we could have gotten last trade deadline. Now we traded him for a player that kind of is considered a bust.
Yeah, see,
Who's
told you.
also getting paid more than the guy we traded, so you can't even say it's salary now.
See, told you. I know nothing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm here for.
Obviously, NWA has a bunch of shows going on, whether it be in New York, Florida, New Mexico, Ohio, or Tennessee. No, nothing about the next Chicago show, so we'll keep you updated on that. God, I should have gone to Endless Summer. That looked like a good show. Nothing from Steve on NWA Chicago?
No, and I did tell him, do the thing, and he never did the thing. So,
Steve.
he's old. He
He
forgets
is.
things
He is. And he does a lot for us, so I mean, I can let it slide.
this time.
Yeah. 01 is nothing. Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment. Nothing. Okay, cool. So, well, we got that stuff out of the way then. All right. Well, let's talk about the shows that we do have stuff about. Maybe I'll think of something to bitch about on the way. Let's start with AAW or Doomsday 145, where the fuck you are.
Oh, gamer tag, let it go. That's why I used to do stuff with Zoom all the time.
Absolutely not, because people are gonna see it.
All right, well, we'll figure it out
They're
after
gonna
this
see it.
call.
Doomsday. They're not. We got to figure out. It says Doomsday 145. So
We, as in me and my fan base, we'll figure it out.
you got a
Travis T
fan
doesn't
base?
need to.
You got a fan base?
I have a fan base.
Got a fan
They're
base.
real. They exist. Okay, I don't need this. All right, AAW this past Saturday at the Berwyn Eagles Club. Match results. Isaiah Moore defeated Ace Perry in I think this is considered a scramble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names scramble, right? 6-man, whatever.
Yeah.
Quintaro came up the victor, defeating JDX, Shane Boucher, Chico Suave, Hartenbauer, and Bruce Hamilton. So nice.
What happened?
My name's just interestingly now. Okay, cool. Thanks. And Bruce Hamilton and Hartenbauer brawled to the back, and it was later announced they will fight each other August 9th. If Hartenbauer wins, he gets 5 minutes alone with Johnny Bravo, who was suspended for this show. He wasn't even allowed at the Berwyn Eagles Club. So that was,
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be let's go Hartenbauer. I kind of want to see what Johnny Bravo can do for 5 minutes against a man as intimidating as Hartenbauer. Shaza McKenzie defeated Sean Logan. Robert Ego Anthony defeated Solomon Tupu to retain his AAW Heritage title. After the match, Isaiah Moore challenged Robert Ego to a future Heritage title match, and that one will take place September 13th. For those that don't know, it looks like Ego Pro is running on August 9th at the Slammers game. So I'm guessing that's pretty much why this is not going to happen August 9th. They're going to move it to September. Not that big of a deal, but something to be looked forward to in the future. It's probably going to be a highlight of that show. Isaiah Moore is fantastic, and so is Robert Anthony Ego. There's a reason why he's champion. Heather Reckless, I think this is her second show back, defeated Sierra to become the new #1 contender for the AAW women's title. It's currently being held by Maggie Lee until her match later. We'll figure out those results. In a surprise, Joey Avalon And Aaron Roberts defeated Schaefer and Russ Jones to become the new AAW Tag Team Champions. Unlikely Duo scrapes out the victory over a very strong team. Love it. Maggie Lee defended her women's title, and she defeated Laney Luck. And now, August 9th, she will take on Heather Reckless for said championship. See if Heather Reckless, I think she's had this title once before, so let's see if she comes back and wins it again, or if Maggie still retains. There were a couple match changes at the last second. Trevor Lee wasn't able to make it, as well then as Ray Jones was sick, so there was a couple changes to the matches. So Jake Something and Stallion Rogers, sorry. Man, my mouth got a little stuck there. Let me try that one more time. Jake Something and Stallion Rogers defeated Beef and Calvin Tankman. And the big match of the night, Joe Alonzo versus Chucky Smooth. If Chucky wins this match, Joe Alonzo's out of AEW forever. If Joe Alonzo wins, he shaves his 6-year-old Stevie's head in the center of the ring. So Joe Alonzo wound up being the victor. And there's videos online of a very battle-hardened 6-year-old smacking the crap out of Joe Alonzo, fighting for every bit, making sure his head didn't get shaved. Unfortunately, that was to no avail. And Joe Alonzo actually did something that my dad did to me when I was a kid and shaved only parts of his head. And I'm hoping later on that was finished off to even it out. But yeah, to the dismay of the crowd, 6-year-old was shaved in the middle of the ring. Joe Alonzo laughed hysterically. Luckily, after the match, while the head was being shaved, a returning Colt Cabana ran out to try to save the day and preserve any dignity that Stevie had left. And he then challenged Joe Alonzo to a match August 9th. So there's going to be no show in July. Everything is going to August 9th since the beginning of the month. They also did announce for that show coming up, which does not have a name yet, Trevor Lee will be back for that show as well. And that was AAW this past Saturday at the Bourbon Eagles Club.
Cool.
Yep.
Fucking Joe Alonzo. What a douche.
I mean, only a
What
sick person gets excited to shave a 6-year-old head. So, you know.
Okay, before we dive into our last show of the episode, 2 quick things, guys. Remember, we're still doing the Ivan Manson tribute thing, so make sure that if you still want to participate in that, tell a story about Ivan, or say some kind words about Ivan Manson, you can still do so, and you can still email that video to JFW Podcast at yahoo.com. We're still going to do it. My hopes is to get a little more from everybody, so please do so. Secondly, if you guys haven't seen the posts on Facebook, we have a Discord now, Freakin Studios Discord. This freaking show, JFW, the Power Hour, fucking the other 2.
Church
they're
of
all there.
Society.
No, we don't need to say their names. It's fine. It's fine.
The others.
Well,
Go to the Discord and scroll all the way to the bottom. They're there. Yeah, right there at the bottom. Just at the fucking heels. And I'm talking about the foot of the body, not the bad guys of the podcast world. So go check them out. But it's all for Freakin Studios. That way we kind of collaborate together and cross-brand, cross-promote each other. So go to go to this freaking show, Just Freakin Wrestling, or Freakin Studios Facebook pages, and the link to it will be right there. I don't know if the Power Hour, Scourge Society, or the LAM have shared it yet. If they didn't, fuck them, I don't care.
They have.
Have they? Good. And they should. Now all that I need to do is I need them to join it. Fucking the oldest people of Freakin Studios, Mr. Young and Steve, are on Discord, for God's sakes. I don't know how the Utes haven't got on there yet, but shout out to Gabagool. Just had a birthday. Happy birthday to him. I think he's 30 now.
Birthday, I'm sorry. What is a Ute?
What?
What is a Ute?
Oh, I'm sorry, youths. So I'm surprised the individuals haven't joined Discord yet. Uh, but yeah, if you're a fan of us or you're a fan of anything else that Freakin Studios does, head over there. Not only is it the promotion of the podcast, but also the promotion of our sponsors, Carter Comics, Apex Nutrition, and Audible. So you can find links to everything that helps over there. Apex just posted a new video. Well, actually, I did it for him because that's what I do over in his sponsor section. So check that out. Awesome sale going on. Buy two get one free. Starting by as we're recording, starting tomorrow throughout the entire month of July. So, and in case you didn't know, Apex is doing this through a new location. So you could go, head over there, buy some stuff, take a nap in his room, whatever you want to do, wherever's available to you. I think there's a bush out there that Pat's hanging out in. I'm guessing cookies. What's those
Mowed the
stupid
lawn the other
things?
day, and the bush moved, so it was
Like got out of your way, not like it
yeah, I got
ruffled.
out
It
of the way.
literally got moved out of the way. Yeah,
I had to stop for a second.
100%. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. There was folded clothes. It's a thing. So
it was weird. I thought someone had tried doing laundry in the backyard. Clothesline got taken down or something. I realized I don't do laundry in the backyard. I have a washer dryer.
right,
Weird.
yeah. So
Weird.
yep. So check it out. Apex Nutrition doing sales. Order online. He delivers up to 30 miles. Is that what it is? 20 miles.
20 miles.
20 miles. He delivers up to 20
If you're a
miles.
little further over, it's not that big of a deal.
Listen, bro. I was telling people at my work about like what you're offering. And when I kept telling them, like, oh, yeah, he delivers up to 20 miles, they kept thinking I meant 20 minutes. Because the concept of
Oh,
20 miles is very
it's
unique. It's,
yeah.
it's definitely more than what most people are willing to do. And that should be a testament to what you're trying to do for your
I have been
business.
told to shrink it a lot, but
Mhm.
let's see how this keeps going. I think
Well,
we
I
saw
think for
those people.
Shorewood, 20 miles is a bit. Now, if you're doing this in Chicago,
Oh
20
God.
miles would take you hours.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I think out by
There's
Shorewood,
so many
Plainfield,
different
Joliet
cities,
area. Yeah.
guys, and I know a lot of us only have GNCs by us, and they're jacking up pricing. With me having the new location that's in my personal residence for a showroom, having an online site, I get to tweak stuff. Like we're doing buy two get one free, a sale that we haven't been able to run very often, just because I don't have to worry as much, and it gets us more product in out, gets you what you're looking to grab. We're always willing to help you guys out.
Yeah. And if you buy a little bit extra, maybe Apex will show up in his wrestling gear.
Maybe. I mean, it's all here.
Right? I mean, it's all about money, it's dollars and cents.
Yeah,
Everybody
maybe
has a price.
Apex. Yep, you can meet Apex.
Yep. And cheap plug, book them to commentate. So whatever you want to do. So but yeah, check out the Discord, find the link, I got on the Facebook pages, go over there, like it, and then there's group chats, there's general chats that you guys could chat in. We'll be there to respond and stuff like that. So just trying to make a community out of Freaknet Studios to give you guys a better experience. And not only that, like it's also pretty cool, is JFW's Freaknet Studios, the Power Hour, Love Intoxicated Podcast, and Scourge Society, all their YouTube channels are linked to the Discord. So when they release a show, Discord's going to notify you that's happening. So it's pretty cool. Make sure you check that out. Because again, trying to grow that over there. So maybe we'll do some giveaways for it. I don't know. Might be doing something like that maybe down the line as far as maybe like gifted merchandise and everything. So we'll see. All right, Nubby. Let's talk about IWA Productions.
All right. IWA Productions had a show this past Saturday. They opened up with a 10-bell salute for Ivan Manson. All the wrestlers surrounded the ring and participated in the 10-bell. Ivan's a big star at IWA Productions as well, former tag team champion with Braun the Lumberjack, and it was nice of them to do this 10-bell salute for Ivan.
Yeah, and Ivan and Braun were actually just there not too long ago.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a weird situation because it was AFA and family together, kind of like for the first time.
Feels like the first time.
All right, so Jerry Morgan retained the IWA Productions Light Heavyweight Championship by defeating the Sound Guy via pinfall, using the ropes behind the ref's back for leverage. Typical. Well, I guess what the ref can't see doesn't matter. Kato defeated Clayhuna. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Great Heathen Army, Reinar and DK defeated the Gospel of Damnation, Manson and Preacher via disqualification.
Oh, did you say
Chris-
Damnation Manson?
No. Well, yes, but kind of should have separated it a little bit.
Oh,
Should have separated my word. The Gospel of Damnation, pause, Manson and Preacher.
gotcha. Okay. I was like, okay, cool. Okay, now I'm on board.
All right, cool.
I'm on board. I hear you. I
right.
hear you, and I understand.
Perfect, because sometimes I don't.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so Chris Cutler was scheduled to face Slade Porter, but unable to attend due to scheduling conflicts. So Slade issued an open challenge, which was answered by a returning Dexter Roswell. Slade won via pinfall. After the match, both men showed mutual respect with a handshake. Oh, how nice. Sportsmanship.
Workmanship.
Who would have thought it?
Wrestling.
A-Boy and his monster is let's see, Chaparnell and Savage. I guess we finally have names for A-Boy and his monster. Defeated Valence, I believe it's Casey Vay and Matthew Enos via pinfall. TJ Kellis and Navi Kai fought to a 10-minute time limit draw in their match to crown a number one contender for the light heavyweight championship. After the 10 minutes were up, they were granted 5 more minutes, which is unheard of these days. Jerry Morgan ran out and attacked both men, preventing a definitive winner, and stated, "Guess that means I don't have a challenger now," as he shrugged and walked to the back. Now, if I were a general manager, I would have made sure that didn't happen. I would have just made a triple threat or something for his ignorance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also get presidents and GMs like Apex and Flat Top who just sit there and watch shit go down and be like, I'll do something about it eventually.
Well,
What?
he did put me in another match. He made me wrestle twice.
That's true.
I mean,
I'm talking about the first time when he just sat there and did nothing.
It was the same night.
I don't recall.
I rectified the situation.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like you. You seem like the kind of guy who stands up on a ring post and is like, give me a belt chance.
It's because I did that.
Because he did that.
Okay.
Nix defeated Ivy Mercer via pinfall. Then Sid Holland defeated Playboy Double H in a hard-fought victory to become the new IWA Productions heavyweight champion, finally ending the over 1 year reign of Playboy. Sid dedicated his victory to Ivan Manson. Next IWA Productions show is July 26th. Be on the lookout for their YouTube channel, as this show will be up in a few weeks.
Okay.
Nice.
Crap, was that it?
Yeah.
Was that crap? Was that it? Yeah, that was like.
So, all right, well, it's been fun, guys. Everyone know.
Yeah, that was it. There we go. Enjoy that
you know what?
25-minute show.
I'll be sure to share the Ivan Manson 10-bell salute when it comes out.
Awesome.
There you go. This tear rolling down my cheek. It's for Ivan. It's not because I've been coughing like a fucking dying seal. God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Choice.
Next week, no results because we have no match cards. But we should have match cards for SCW, ARW, Dreamwave, and Power Entertainment, which means I got twice as much work as you guys next week.
All right.
I mean, you had nothing this week, so it's fine.
That's supposed to be the plan.
I had nothing for 2 weeks.
I was
So
supposed to just show up. I was just supposed to be here. Record the
just
show.
to be here today.
Yours just hit the record button.
And that's it. You know, just sit here and be funny. Mostly, basically, I was supposed to be the fucking Bill of JFW. Just show up once in a while when somebody needs me. I just
Oh my God.
just still run around getting my shit in.
Penta this weekend.
What's that?
Penta pulled the bill this weekend. John Cena's getting beaten down in the ring, and Penta's doing his like slow little walk on out there. I was like, no way, no way, this is happening right now.
Good.
You know, it's like ever since Jeff Hardy did that when he
Yeah.
with the AEW. Someone did that to Rion at Rocket Pro too.
Oh
I
my
forgot
God.
who it was. It was fucking hilarious.
I just want to see Bill do this. I gotta go watch this match, and I just want to see. I hope it's on the recording of Bill just going around, just high fiving.
Watching the, I would vote Maximus Orion versus Shelley as match of the year purely for my commentary.
Okay.
Bill's rescue attempt.
We'll call it that. Okay.
And Rion's lack of biasness or,
Okay.
or unbiasedness. I'm sorry,
Literally.
Shelley.
I don't know.
The fact that, and I understand it, and he explained it. He's like, well, listen, you know, one arm was locked, the other one was underneath. You know, she didn't have the ability to tap. I'm like, who cares if she wasn't tapped? She died. Like, just fucking, just call it. Like, I don't care, tap or not.
Call the match.
She died. Like, that's it.
She's already dead.
Yeah. Who cares? Because you wouldn't fucking, you know, you wouldn't just
my-
call for the bell. You just, Maximus just killed his mother. You know, it is what it is. But it's fine because while she was laying there dying, Bill got his shit in. And that's all that matters. So it's fine. It's fine. We got Nova Awards coming up. I better be nominated for something. My guess is whatever I'm guessing whatever I'm nominated for, I'm going to lose. But yeah, you know, it's just nice to be nominated. If I win, hey, awesome.
Hey, I did nominate you. I made sure of it.
I appreciate that. I thought like if it was anything, I would win like Breakout Star of the Year. Maybe not, you know, maybe not Star of the Year, but maybe Breakout Star of the Year. I'm assuming it's gonna go to Kid Lat. And as much as I would hate to take anything away from a fucking, you know, Hurricane wannabe, I think I had more shows, more bookings than he did at Rocket Pro, so I believe I deserve it. So to all you out there, once the votes come up, just vote for me. Vote for me on everything. If they give a write-in option, vote for me for everything. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, because I want to actually earn something. I don't want to be like the LAM and just get handed it. Yeah, it's just no. Nubby, what's your final thought on wrestling? What you got?
Oh wow! So, final thought. You think it's possible
Yes,
that we
anything's
can
possible.
that someday CM Punk can stop being the easy target when shit happens?
What do you mean?
Elaborate.
You're talking about his Twitter posts, or you're talking about in the ring?
You know, pretty much in general, because you know he shows up at Saudi Arabia, and the first thing that happens is he lightly pushes a kid out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. it seemed shitty at the time. But would people be saying the same thing about Randy Orton if he did that?
Yeah.
Or John Cena? Or
I mean,
any
Cena
other
would
major?
definitely probably spark something, especially before the heel run. But I agree with you. Like they anything this man does, and look, I'm not a huge fan of CM Punk all the time, but and that's personal reasons in the MMA world, but
Why?
I don't think what
Wait, what did he do to you in the MMA world? What
skipped over our gym.
what could Phil Brooks have done to you?
Pretty much shat on our gym who produces nothing but champions and winners.
Who's Jim?
Go up to
Who's
the
Jim?
Pettis
Who's
Brothers
Jim?
West Training Center,
Who's
baby.
Jim?
That's
Who
the
the
Midwest.
fuck is Jim?
Oh my God, that's right. If I say gym, you think I'm talking about a person. My bad, Travis.
Right? Yeah. Do I look like
There's
something?
a place that people
Yeah.
go to when we work out. It's
Oh, you mean a Gime,
yeah, Guy, yes.
right?
An
I'm just
MMA
saying.
guy.
I'm just saying. Your wife doesn't go to a gynecologist. Just throwing it out there for everybody.
Yeah,
Okay. So wait. So what, Jim? And what do
So
you
he
do?
basically lives in Chicago, Midwest Training Center,
Mhm.
super well known for producing
Yeah.
champions, producing really good fighters. We're always
Yeah.
good at fighting. And he decided to take a 2-hour drive every night for training, whatever he did, to the Pettis brothers, who just used it for publicity and got a UFC fight when he was nowhere close to being anywhere ready for a fight, period. But because of his name, they threw him on the card. And some people got bigger paydays, luckily, because of that. But in all reality, he should never been in the MMA world, especially at the UFC level.
But how is that any different than wrestling?
I mean, how is that any different? I mean, without giving away the business, it's
We've seen Drew Carey in a Royal Rumble. We saw who faced fucking Damian Priest in Puerto Rico. Who's that fucking
Bad
guy?
Bunny, who trained a
Bad
long time
Bunny.
in professional wrestling.
He
So
trained
I
he
guess
trained enough to get through a match. Pat McAfee trained enough to get through NXT.
Pat McAfee's been around for a while, apparently, training for wrestling, and I
But
didn't even realize how long that dude's
But
been
then when
training.
you look at it, I mean, like CM Punk, I mean, maybe not MMA training, but I mean, he had martial arts.
He had some jiu-jitsu training and he had
Yeah.
no Muay Thai. And when you get
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
ring with a guy that's mastered these things, it's a different ballgame. This is You're not practicing to like land safely in MMA. You're not practicing to not hurt your opponent. You're going in there to literally beat the hell out of each other in an MMA cage. So
Yeah.
that's why it's different. There's no script. You're going out there to fight.
Yeah.
So that's why
You
it's a
can't get
little
mad.
different.
You can't get mad at him because he went out and did the fight. You know, and then you gotta be
I
mad
mean,
at the.
we
Yeah,
all did. We took offense to it.
yeah. Why though? Like if it's not him, it's a payday. I mean,
It's not even the fight. It's the fact of where he went to go train. And
yeah, but
basically,
what? So I mean, like, was he friends with them? You know, did he go out there and say like, oh, I could go to this gym closer, but fuck them, I'm gonna go to this one instead? Maybe he knew them.
he knew the Pettis brothers from the fact of him getting signed into the UFC, and that's where he chose to go. He felt that's where was the better coaching. In
Is there
reality,
is there like a credit or like a placard or like a stamp of approval by UFC for these people?
the Pettis brothers at the time were kind of taking over their divisions. Like
Okay.
Anthony was huge for the Showtime kick, where he ran up the cage and kicked Ben Henderson across his face.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure you've seen that one, the wall run.
Yeah.
That was like the big thing from them. So because of their names, and he was,
Yeah.
I believe, lightweight champion for a little bit.
Yeah.
Most people thought that was the better place to go.
Yeah.
In reality, it wasn't. Their coaching.
I think
I've
you're
seen-
mad at you're mad at the wrong people about this stuff, man. I don't think Phil
Yeah.
did anything wrong here, you know.
I've gotten over it over time, but
Did you invite him to your gym? Did you say, "Hey, Phil"?
oh, dude, we all did.
come
Yeah,
on? Did
all of us tried to hit him up, tried to get him to
Yeah.
come out there. Maybe some of us didn't do it the right way. Where it's like, come here,
Mhm.
get your ass kicked. Maybe that wasn't the right approach by some of the guys, but they
Yeah.
it happened. So it should have been. I think if he would have at least trained our gym, he would have looked a little bit better.
Gotcha.
So, and I've gotten over it over time. Like how many years ago was that at this point? I was still active. I think
Like a decade.
yeah, I was still active in MMA at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But that was my history with him, and then me
Yeah.
and him had the same circles. I mean, I've been friends with Billy Whack for 15
Mhm.
years now.
Yeah.
They all that crap with them and Blitz and all that. So
Yeah. What about you, Nubby? What do you hate, Phil Brooks?
I never actually hated him.
Hey,
I just
he's just an asshole. That's the thing. You know, he's just poor attitude.
oh,
you heard
AJ,
this.
everybody cheated on Lita allegedly. I'll say allegedly because I don't know. If
I
that's true.
mean, Lita cheated on fucking Matt Hardy's. I mean, karma happens.
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not saying it's
Karma,
right.
karma does come back. You're right.
I'm
you're
not
right.
saying it's right. I'm
No.
just saying, you know, people cheat on people. It's the wrestling business. How much fucking loyalty, faithfulness, you know. Kevin Nash, I guess, maybe the exception. I don't know, but people cheat on people. It just happens. So can't blame that on Phil. Well, maybe you can, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, he did. His name is fucking Chick Magnet Punk, for God's sakes. Okay.
Who do you cheat on Lita with? Who's that? Is that AJ?
Allegedly, it was with AJ. Then they wound up getting married and stuff. So
Gotcha.
I don't. As I said, I don't know if that was ever true, but that was something that did pop up back.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, everything's a speculation unless you know the facts. So,
No, fair enough.
so
Man, I can't hate somebody just because like your circle hated him. I mean, he's never did anything to me. And I trust the people that, are saying these things. Not everybody. I mean, some of them are kind of douchey themselves, probably worse than what he's done. I just think he's an easy target now. And so every little thing he does, he's gonna be getting shit on, just like the
Everything's
whole
scrutinized.
everything with that kid.
Yep.
It went viral, but then he apologized for it. Now people are saying that his apology was fucking underhanded and he didn't mean it. I believe that apology more than Hulk Hogan's racism apology. So
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking bullshit.
yeah. But you also gotta keep in mind, like I was looking up just for the hell of it, but from Chicago to Riyadh, it's a minimum of 26 hours and 2 stops. I'm not gonna want to socialize, that time either. It's and that's the thing too. And I think he's gone on podcasts before, and a lot of people have. About like coming up to them at the airport, they hate it.
Oh yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Right? Like I guess honestly, they prefer more like if you stop them like coming out of the hotel, but
Yeah.
stopping them and bombarding them at the airport right when they get out. Like I get it, and yeah, it's not like he shoved the kid away. He's just kind of like, okay, go on.
He put his hand out.
He reached out for the kid. Then you can clearly see the guard jump in and like
Yeah.
his hand go between them.
Yeah.
So that's why everyone's scrutinizing him for it. But if you actually just paid a little bit of attention to detail, you would have saw the guard jump in and basically say no. And it's for safety reasons in that area. They did not trust anybody going up to a lot of the wrestlers. And Turtle, you talk about him being under a microscope and how his like apology was. He apologized for a tweet they didn't have to apologize for from back when he was in AEW. Like I give the guy credit. He owns up to his shit and he tries to make up for it.
Yeah. He's after his thing with AEW, I think he finally realized that WWE is not as bad. I mean, yeah, Vince is gone, but
Especially now that Vince is gone, yeah.
yeah, the morale at AEW
What
seems
Vince
to be
do?
worse.
Oh, yeah. He kicked the puppy.
He might as well have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
it's pretty much same thing, right? Same thing.
Sorry, Nubby, go ahead, man.
I mean, yeah, that tweet that he apologized for is kind of not wrong, and we've all been saying how much of it's blood money.
Yeah. I mean, how much time do we talk about this show going up to it, wondering if it's going to be canceled or if it's going to be moved, if it's going to be anything for safety reasons. And they never did anything. We didn't hear anything. They're like, show must go on. We paid money for it. They paid money for it. We're going to take this money.
Yeah,
Like
well, and that was the wild thing too, is because like it was Riyadh, right? That's where they're at.
Something like that.
It was Riyadh. Yeah. So just like a week before that, when the whole Israel Iran thing was happening, and I don't know when US bombed those 3 nuclear sites.
Yeah.
Iran bombed a naval station in Riyadh. a U.S. naval station in Riyadh, which, I mean, no, there was no damage because, you know, they were able to, you know, blow them out of the sky as they were coming. But the fact that, like, they launched in the same area that they were putting the show on, it's like, you want to make an impact towards the U.S. Granted, yes, it's just professional wrestling, but you take out John Cena, CM Punk, and all the others, you know, Cody Rhodes and all that, you're going to make a statement. It's going to happen.
And, you know, if people are calling him hypocrite because of that tweet and everything, and then all of a sudden he went to Saudi Arabia, whatever. But at this point, money is money. Yeah, you're making a living. If you're gonna get great money, as long as the safety issue isn't a thing, it's fine. Whatever. I don't necessarily agree going over there. I would be fucking fearful for my life too. Yeah. At the same time, like I'm not saying they're getting completely better with how they treat their people, but allowing
are you talking about WWE or are you talking about Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia. Okay. So with WWE being allowed to have women's matches is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
There's a lot more that needs to happen. I won't get into any of that. That's more too political. I have my views on it all, but having the women be able to wrestle is cool. Granted, they got to cover up, but you know what? It's showing the creative side with their gear.
Oh God, yeah.
I do like that. That to me, that's like that's a high. You know, it's not.
It definitely has been interesting because they have to be in full body, so it's a total suit. So they're all theming their stuff out. I mean, we saw JB Storm. I thought that was freaking amazing this weekend. And I really just did not think they were going to give her the Queen of the Ring. I know, like, we did our voting. I just really did not understand that booking yet.
It should have been Asuka.
I agree.
It should have been Asuka.
I know she just got back from injury, but it's Asuka. There was a time when she was the most dominant woman.
Well, come on, she's known as the Empress of Tomorrow. You know, it's like, obviously, like, you know, just
I understand they have something different with Jade. Like, she's not the greatest wrestler. It's her presence and what everyone else is talking about nowadays, the magic word aura. She has an aura about her. And anyone else could make the same mistake she is. No one says a word. But the second she does mess up or something, she's under a microscope herself. Yeah. So it's crazy how we can be okay with, oh, it's okay. They've done that before. It's just a little botch. But Jade does it. She shouldn't be in the ring. She's not safe. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. Nia Jax not injuring half the freaking female roster on a weekly basis. And we're just going to be okay with her. Like, oh, she got better. I don't care. She does not need to be in a WWE ring. I don't find her good. I'm not into it. Move on.
She didn't get that better.
Nothing. Yeah, with all due respect,
very little.
But no, she's one of those people, and no disrespect to her, she's one of those people that they could release, and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, they've done it 3 times, and I've been okay with it. Yeah. I was more like shocked they kept bringing her back.
Well, I was talking to a guy at work today, and he was kind of saying, like, we're talking about the debuting of the new Bloodline member.
Yeah, that happens this weekend too.
It's like he makes 10, I think. He makes a 10th Bloodline member now in WWE if you count Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. It's just like, well, you know, you throw him on the board.
Everyone's joking, like the whole family's got a contract at this point. Like that's a running joke. Majority of the family is currently in WWE right now.
I don't know the I'm gonna say it. I'm going to throw it out there. And I could be wrong, but I'm going to say it anyways. I think there's more international stars in WWE right now than there are domestic stars. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
With with AAA being brought in there too, and then
I'm not even counting AAA. Not even counting AAA. I'll say
agree with you regardless.
Yeah, I'll say NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. I think there's more international stars between England, Australia, Samoa, Ireland. 100%. I think there's more. Maybe not by much, but at least newer talent
Agreed.
especially the women's division when you really kind of look at it. Julia
Same here.
being from Japan, Stephanie, Rhea, I guess like technically Roxanne was born here, but she's Latina. Rodriguez. It's just it's just when you sit there and look at it, I think international wise, and that's why I think especially like when they look at like who they're releasing, it's like maybe instead of releasing people, you start opening up these other NXT branches. Reopen NXT UK. You could totally do that. And you can incorporate Australia, Saudi, India, North UK all into that.
Like
That
an
way,
Eastern.
yeah. So instead of getting rid of somebody, say, hey, listen, we got nothing for you, but if you want, you can go to the UK. You'll be at home.
Yeah.
Well, like so, it's because I know there was a point that they're going to open up like NXT Mexico. I think purchasing AAA may have made the difference in that, but
I think that's where AAA was supposed to be originally, and then they're just like, all right, well, AAA's already down there, might as well just go ahead. So, I
what about
agree
you? What about you, Pex? What's running through your mind as far as wrestling? What's your final freaking thought?
I don't know. I got one this week. It's been
Well,
some
fake of one, damn it! God.
it's been some interesting matches. The Saudi show wasn't too bad. I'm definitely gonna go watch that epic Rocket Pro match right once we're done here.
The Maximus,
between
yeah,
Mother and
right.
yeah, totally watching that. 39 minutes I saw, so that's gonna be before my son goes to bed. Honestly, I'm just preparing to get back in the ring myself. So, as Travis T says, I'm available for commentary bookings. I've done those.
Well, I didn't say Zoom.
Oh, sorry, Zoom did. And apparently I did too. But yeah, book me for commentating. But hopefully in the next few months, I'll be back in the ring and I'll be taking bookings the rest of the year for wrestling. I miss it. Like it's been hard to talk about this as much as I get on the show with you guys every week, as much as I've Travis and you and me once a month been on commentary together. It's been difficult. I didn't realize how much it was needed in my life to continue on. It's the competitiveness of it. So looking forward to being back with that and continuing this dream. And that's really it this week for wrestling.
Oh, sure. Yeah, man, get them bookings in. I mean, you're getting. I mean, I'm not getting them. You're getting them. So hopefully,
Book Apex and Nubby.
yeah.
Nubby gets pops.
Yeah. Apex is gonna be commentating the SCW show next Friday. Hopefully that goes well for you.
Yeah, apparently since I found out I'm alone. So yeah, it's gonna be
I wasn't booked for it, so I'm okay.
That's fine. It's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah. What am I gonna do with my Friday night? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be okay.
Shame.
I'll be okay. Cool. I don't got one this week, so
I had to come up with just a bunch of gibberish, and you're like, I don't got one.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when it's your show. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is what happens when you run the show.
You want. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I mean, like what Nubby was talking about, like as far as like Punk being the brunt of all that shit. Yeah, it kind of goes back. Like I think every single week when we do this, there's always a conversation, somebody doing something that doesn't need to happen, to where we have to always say, like, it's almost going to be a thing where like maybe a JFW shirt needs to be made, but just be a better person.
Ooh.
It's just the fact that like consistently in this business, there's always somebody somewhere doing something shitty that doesn't need to happen.
Agreed.
So but I mean, I've been running back and forth when I came to work and everything all this week that like I haven't really thought a whole lot about wrestling. I mean, obviously, yes, I watched Night of Champions, which I don't know why it was called Night of Champions. I think there was 2 titles.
Maybe one of them was defended. Some of the women's were defended on SmackDown.
So it's goofy. It's goofy. But
it's fine. And then there's new tag team champions tonight for this recording for the men's. So that's interesting. So enjoy the show. Luckily, this is getting posted tomorrow.
No, it'll be posted tonight.
Okay. Well, after the show, it already happened. So hopefully they're already watched.
Spoiler
warning.
Like I said, guys, we created a Discord. Go check out JFW's Facebook page. Find the link to that. Join over there. You'll see when this show gets dropped. Over on YouTube at the JFW Podcast YouTube channel, you get notifications right there on Discord, and you can find the link over there. Subscribe and notification bell. Continue to listen to us on audio. Go ahead and do that. wherever you pick it up. Leave a rating and review over on Spotify or Apple. Either one, rate. It'll definitely help us out. So that's all I got.
I believe we can.
Ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
And I am Nubby, the Amazing Turtle. Cowbunga.
And I am Apex.
And they've been listening to an episode of Just Freakin' Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.